be the next victim. This video is essentially to expose all real estate scams in Enugu to make sure that your hard-earned money is secured. Have you been scrolling through multiple listings? You've been seeing listings left, right, center, and in fact, you're about to make your next investment. Hold on, before you do that, arm yourself with the right knowledge in order to spot red flags throughout your real estate transactions. This video is your essential guide to protect you from fraudsters and to ensure that your hard-earned money is secured. Lock in your attention and explore with me throughout this video, this eye-opening video, to unmask real estate scams, to decode the warning signs, and to ensure that you are a real estate savvy investor with the peace of mind throughout your investment journey. Your financial security deserves this. Now, let's get right into the video. The first scam we are going to decode is the title scam. A lot of real estate properties go around with unverified title documents, and in fact, innocent investors go in and innocently buy these properties when these properties don't even have a particular owner to it, not to talk of someone that will give you a deed of assignment or a survey to this property. Whenever you're buying properties, make sure you verify the title. How do you do this? Ask for the registration number of that property and go to the Ministry of Land, and with this registration number you find every information about this property. If the property is not registered, you're not going to find it in the Ministry of Land. And I believe that every property that is deemed fit and safe to buy must, and as a matter of fact, be registered. At the point of registration, every property is duly verified. If it's not a good property, it can never be registered in the Ministry of Land. So if a property is not registered in the Ministry of Land, please run for your dear life. It is a big red flag. 2, the estate and the layout scam. There are a lot of properties you see in the market. They go with the estate. It's an estate, it is this estate, it is that estate, whereas it is simply a community land that might not even be surveyed at all, not to talk of being registered as an estate. Now, before you buy any property, make sure you know what you are buying. If you want to buy into layouts, make sure you are buying into layouts. And if you want to buy into estates, make sure you are buying into registered estates and not just layouts or community lands that pose in the market as estates. These are just plots to deceive the buyers and to just collect their money. And at the long run, you just find out that you didn't really buy what you thought you bought. So make sure you verify these properties before you buy them. 3rd, incomplete transfer of ownership. When you buy any piece of land, the next thing that needs to be done is a transfer of ownership of your own plots to you. Now, whenever you're buying a property, one big question you need to ask is, what do I get at the end of this transaction? When I get this property, what documents am I getting immediately? This is to ensure that you are buying into the right property and that the complete transfer of ownership of these particular properties will be given to you. If a property is not duly transferred to you legally as the new owner of that property, you are not yet the owner of that property. You can't even defend your ownership anywhere in this life and even in the court of law. So make sure you know the documents that will be given to you when you are done buying a piece of property, and ensure that this document duly transfers ownership to you. 4th, unverified and unapproved development scheme. Now see what happens in this scenario. Some people legitimately or illegitimately goes in and buy a properties where it is not meant to be. where we call the reserved area. The reserved areas are places that don't need to be bought into. It is reserved by the government for some specific purposes, and residential properties are not yet approved to be built in there. Now, when they buy these properties, legally or illegally, they go on and sell it to innocent buyers, innocent investors that just buy into these properties because they see development or they are promised development. Now, they develop these properties because it's in a good location, and years later, because you don't buy into the right place, the demolition order comes, and every single house being built there are burned down to the ground, are destroyed down to the ground. How very heartbreaking that can be. That is why before you buy any property, please ensure that 1, it is a registered property, and 2, you are buying from the right people. 3, ensure you have the right people in your corner guiding you through, so that you do not fall victim to these frauds and scams in the market. That is why you need a professional as your guide throughout your real estate journey, especially if you're not presently in the city. You need a reputable real estate consultant you work with to ensure you make the right decisions. That is why you need the real estate therapist, Josie Nnadi, in your corner throughout your real estate journey and experience right here in Enugu State, Nigeria. The last but not the least, double selling and rental scams. Double selling happens when we see many parties selling a specific or particular piece of property. Now, what happens in this case? Sometimes these properties are being resold to another group of people, and you people will be given the same documents. Now, nobody knows who the real owner is. The only thing that will happen is you go on to contend and prove your ownership of this piece of land to the court of law. This, lasts for ages. So whenever you see any property that many parties are selling, please make sure you buy from the original person, and make sure you buy from a reputable organization or company to ensure that you don't go through this stress or through this trauma of real estate scams. Another big thing that happens in this market is what we call the rental scam, where fraudsters pose as landlords of a particular building. That is why you need to work with a good rental agent that knows every property he or she is selling. Make sure you know who you're working with, because this one happens every day. You don't even see the person again, and they have gone away with your money and all of that. So whenever you are dealing in real estate, make sure you are dealing with the right people. That is why you need a reputable real estate consultant or professional in your corner, helping you scale through all of these hurdles and have a smooth and stress-free real estate journey and transaction. If that is what you are looking for, then you definitely need to have the real estate therapist in your contacts. If you are looking to make any real estate investment in the city of Enugu and you want a stress-free, safe and profitable real estate journey, then you definitely need to give me a call today and let me help you scale through all of these hurdles and have a smooth and more rewarding real estate experience. That is what I am here to do for you, and that is why I am called your real estate therapist. Call me today and I will be glad to help you through your real estate journey and transactions. Till I come your way again, I am Josie Nnadi, your real estate therapist. See you and bye-bye.